polar form and eigenplane. So polar form is another method of locating a point. The eigenplane is a plane with complex numbers marked on it. Then, whenever a complex number is given, we learn how to write that in polar form by finding its modulus and argument, or we call it as amplitude. Modulus is very easy. Whenever we get a complex number, x plus I by form, the real part x, imaginary part y. Modulus is root of x square plus y square. Once after being, then we equate x plus iy. The polar form is r cos theta plus I sin theta. So if you are equating real part and imaginary part, when we equate real part and imaginary part, a lot of people, real part and imaginary part, we can see the real part x is equal to r cos theta. So x is equal to, we can write x is equal to r cos theta. Similarly, the imaginary part y is r sin theta. The value of x and y are known. Also, we found r. R is root of x square plus y square. Once when we know the value of x, r, by r, we can find the value of sin theta and cos theta. After getting value of sin theta and cos theta, taking one of it, we find the principal value. We find the principal value of the argument. It is same as finding the principal value solutions in trigonometric equations. The only difference is in trigonometric equations, alpha, pi minus alpha, pi plus alpha, 2 pi minus alpha. Here, first and second quadrant, alpha and pi minus alpha is same. But in third and fourth quadrant, it is slightly different. It is minus pi plus alpha and minus alpha. Again, alpha, to find alpha, we take the numerical value, means sin theta and cos theta. Take sin theta or cos theta, take the numerical value. Then find that angle in quadrant 1, that is alpha. Then, to get the position of this principal value for theta, argument, we suggested two methods. Either go for finding the sine of x and y. Sine of x and y means, we know this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Here, both are positive. Even x and y coordinates are positive. This you learn in lower classes. Both x and y are positive. Here, see, x-axis is negative. See the boundaries, y-axis is positive. In this case, x-axis is negative, y-axis is both negative. In this quadrant, you can see the boundaries. X boundary is positive, y boundary is negative. This you know, you've done in lower classes. Then, for writing theta, in quadrant 1, we find alpha. Then, if our principal value is in quadrant 1, we take theta and alpha safely. Theta is equal to alpha. Or we can write theta is equal to alpha. In quadrant 2, our theta will be pi minus alpha. In quadrant 3, our theta will be minus pi plus alpha. And in quadrant 4, our theta will be alpha. This is what we discussed last class. This is how to find the principal value of argument, or we call the amplitude. The principal value of argument or amplitude. Coming to question number 2. Question number 2 is z is equal to write the polar form, find a modulus and angle. Z is equal to minus root 3 plus I. Minus root 3 plus I. It's very easy. We write this as x plus I y minus root 3 plus I. From this, we can write the value of x and y. If x plus iy is minus root 3 plus I, then x means the real part and y is the imaginary part. So x is minus root 3 and y. What is y? Y is 1 because the coefficient of I, that is y here. So y is 1. So x is minus root 3, y is 1. After writing x and y, the next thing is finding the modulus. R is modulus z. The formula is the root of x square plus y square. Root of x square plus y square gives the value of modulus of the number, that is R. This is the root of minus root 3 square plus 1 square. Minus root 3 square is root 3 minus root 3 multiplied by minus root 3, that is 3. So 3 plus 1, it is root 4. So we got R is equal to root 4 is 2. See that root 4 is not plus or minus 2 because we have taken square root means this positive square root we have taken. We have taken the positive square root. So for positive square root, the answer remains positive. So we got R. Once when we get R, next task is to find these people. If people are coming in between, that's yes. So after getting R, now we will write our x plus iy. What is the x plus iy? Minus root 3 x plus iy r into cos theta plus I. This is our polar form. From this, we can write x is equal to r cos theta. From this one, find the value of cos theta. Similarly, y is r sin theta. And remember that for finding theta, in fact, we need only one of this, either cos theta or sin theta. One is enough. So, putting the value of x and r. The value of x. What is the value of x? Minus root 3. Minus root 3. R we found 2 cos theta. So minus root 3 is 2 into cos theta. From this we can write cos theta of minus root 3 by 2. We got the value of cos theta. We got cos theta. Actually, cos theta is enough. One of the values is enough. But we can find sin theta also. How to find sin theta? Put the value of y and r. If you put the value of y is 1, r is 2 sin theta. From this, sin theta is 1 by 2. See that x plus iy, the given question x plus iy minus root 3 plus I. So from x plus iy, if x plus iy is minus root 3 plus I, we can write x as minus root 3, y as 1. After getting x and y, first we find modulus of that complex number, modulus and it's r. By formula, r is root of x square plus y square, it is root 4, it is 2. Then the polar form. After writing polar form, we can write cos theta. We can find the value of cos theta and sin theta. Instead of writing the whole thing, Even if you write cos theta is equal to x by r as the formula, cos theta is equal to x by r and sin theta is equal to pi by r, we wrote it in the beginning as a note. There also we can find cos theta and sin theta directly, no problem. Instead of equating this, we can avoid this step and directly write cos theta is equal to x by r, sin theta is pi by r. No problem. Now, so we got, now we take one object, defined alpha in quadrant 1. So in quadrant 1, we take cos alpha. In quadrant 1, we name that angle as alpha, not theta. Cos alpha. The difference is by taking cos alpha, whenever we take the value in quadrant 1, we always take the positive value. We always take the positive value. Reason, in quadrant 1, we never get negative value. One of you asked me how is in quadrant 1. We did this in trigonometric equations. First, we assume the value in quadrant 1. Then, after getting that angle in quadrant 1, depending on the quadrant in which our principal value lies, we use this one. So, cos alpha is root 3 by 2. Same thing what we did in trigonometric equations. Same process. That is why those who are not familiar with those trigonometric equations, they may find it difficult. That's the problem with our maths. Everything it's a chain. If you're breaking the chain in between, if you're breaking one link, then it will be difficult to cover. So be attentive and be regular in the class. Cos of which angle is root 3 by 2? Cos of which angle? Cos 30. Cos 30. Now we don't have degree business. Radian. 30 degrees means it is pi by 6. Remember those radian measure also. In degree measure 30, 45, 60, 90. 30, 45, 60, 90. In radian measure pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3, pi by 2. So they should have mind. Radian measure pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3, pi by 2. That is 30, 45, 60, 90. So cos 30, cos 30 means cos pi by 6. Cos pi by 6 is root 3 by 2. Therefore, alpha we got it as pi by 6. This is alpha. See that to find this principal value, we are finding that value, the measure of angle in quadrant 1. Now, we will locate where our principal value lies. For that, we suggested two methods. One method is taking the sign of this coordinates x and y. Only sign. So x is negative. You can see x is negative and y is positive. If x is negative and y is positive, again in examination, even if you are not showing this one, no problem. I am giving this in detail to understand it. Later on, so if you are seeing this, you will get the idea. So negative and positive, or x is negative, y is positive. If x is negative and y is positive, in which quadrant? Negative. So you can see negative. So in quadrant 2. So we located our principal value. Our principal value or the principal value of argument lies in quadrant 2. Now in quadrant 2, what's our theta? We have the formula. In quadrant 2, our theta is pi minus alpha. See that? We make use of this alpha to find the principal value. Alpha is always the angle, measure of angle in quadrant 1. So that is theta is equal to pi minus pi by 6, which is 5 pi by 6. 6 by 5. Therefore, our modulus is 2 and argument z. Argument z or principal value of argument is 5 pi by 6. Now, if polar form minus root 3 plus I can be replaced R is 2 into cos 5 pi by 6 plus I sine. This is the polar form. In fact, the first two questions, polar form is not asked. Polar form is not asked. Only the questions define modulus and amplitude only. But I'm writing polar form also. Next question onwards, the questions define polar form. And writing polar form, definitely you will get one sure question in your board paper, and for all examinations, one question you can expect writing in polar form, that is for 4 marks. It's almost a sure question. And it is, yes, arguments, principal value. Arguments, that means we write the principal value. We always write the principal value. Principal value of argument. Arguments, that means principal value of argument. So this is the question. See here, if you are finding the values of cos 5 by 6 and sin 5 by 6 and simplifying, you will get this answer. For example, 5 by 6 is 30. 5 pi by 6 means 5 into 30, 150. Cos 150. Cos 150 is minus root 3 by 2. Minus root 3 by 2. So 2 into minus root 3 by 2. 2 to cancel, minus root 3 we got. Minus root 3. Again, sin 150 is sin 180 minus 30. It is 1 by 2. So I into 1 by 2. 2 into 1 by 2 is 1. So I. We got it. So if you are simplifying by the answer, we'll get this one. This is the principal value, arguments, and modulus and amplitude. Modulus and amplitude, polar form, or in modulus amplitude form. Sometimes the question can be find the polar form or find the modulus amplitude form. This is the answer. Now coming to question number 3. Question number 3, 1 minus I. Starting question number 3. Yes. Question number 3. It is 1 minus I. 1 minus I. Start doing it. Write the x and y. So here x is x plus iy is 1 minus I. It's very easy to write x and y. X is 1. Y is minus 1 because coefficient of minus 1. So R becomes root of 1 square plus minus 1 square. That is 1 plus 1. It is root 2. So R is equal to root 2. We got R is equal to root 2. R is root 2. Now, we can find cos theta and sin theta. Even directly, like cos theta is x by r, sin theta is y by r. Directly we can write, for writing this step x. Directly we can write cos theta is equal to x by r. Or here, if you are putting value, what is the x value? X value is 1. R is root 2 cos theta. So cos theta is 1 by root 2. Or if you are writing directly, cos theta is x by r. This is also possible. Instead of writing all those things, directly you can write cos theta is x by r, sin theta is y by r. No problem. Cos theta is x by r by root 2. Here y is minus 1 root 2 sin theta means minus 1 by root 2. Now see that in quadrant 1, cos alpha, we take always the positive value. Anyway, here it is already positive. Already it is positive. Think it. Cos of which angle will give 1 by root 2 as the answer. That also you learned in class 10. Cos 45 degrees. 45 degrees is same as pi by 4. So cos pi by 4 is equal to 1 by root 2. Therefore, alpha is pi by 4. We got alpha. Actually, we find alpha to find this principal value. There are many methods. Here, I adopted the same strategy for doing questions in trigonometric equations and so on. Same thing. Many methods are there. Whichever is comfortable for you, go for it. No problem. Now, to locate the quadrant, see the sign of x and y. We write only the sign. Sign of x and y. So x is positive, x is positive, y is negative. So positive and negative. Again, these things also it is not necessary that you have to write it in examination. Directly you can write. So the principal value in quadrant this quadrant. Okay, positive and negative. Positive and negative means it is in quadrant 4. It's in quadrant 4. So in quadrant 4, we know our theta is minus alpha. So minus pi by 4. That's it. We got it. So R we got it as root 2. Given Z is minus pi by 4. So our question 1 minus I becomes root 2 into cos minus pi by 4 plus I sine, and that is equal to 4. I think you got the idea. It is not that difficult, but the polar form is important. You will get one question. Definitely, you will get one question in all of your examinations. It's in fact very easy. So here, integrating all the step after finding R is equal to root of x square plus y square. R is equal to root of x square plus y square. Cos theta is x by r, sin theta is y by r. Directly write it down from. No, showing all those things. If you are showing, so okay. Then you'll understand it, how we got it. Otherwise, by heart that formula and do it directly. So that is question number 3. Question number. Okay, see here, for locating this one, we took the sign of x and y. One more method we suggested. The other method to locate the position of this principal value. What's the other method? Check the sign of sine and cos. See, sine is negative, cos is positive. Sine is negative, cos is positive. Cos is positive in quadrant 4. Again, we get quadrant 4. Wait. One of you asked me a doubt. Question number 6. We didn't reach question number 6. Wait. We'll do. Now, question number 4 and 5. I think 4 and 5 is common. It is very easy. Question number 4 and 5. It is very easy. Same thing. I think you got the idea. 4 and 5. It is same thing only. Do it as a homework. Question number 4 and 5. Coming to question number 6. Question number 6. Question number 6. See, question number 6, it is minus 3. We know that minus 3 is not a complex number. Yes, some of you know the answer. But we learned it. All the elements can be considered as complex number with imaginary part 0. So this x plus I we can write it as minus 3 plus 0 I. minus 3 plus 0. So x is minus 3, y is 0. Modulus will be root of minus 3 square plus 0. That is minus 3 square is root of minus 3 square is 9 and root 9 is 3. So r is equal to 3. If r is 3, cos theta is x by r becomes so x or here minus 3 cos theta. Cos theta is minus 3 by 3, which is minus 1. And here 0 is 3 sin theta is 0. Cos theta is minus 1, sin theta is 0. Remember, if sine or cos, if one of the values of sine or cos, if it is 0 or plus or minus 1, that means though that angle is not within any quadrant, it will be on one of the axes, x-axis or y-axis. We learned that in trigonometry. See, remember this one? In trigonometry, we learned this is 0. This one is pi by 2 means 90. Pi here, if you're taking this way, 3 pi by 2 or minus pi by 2, we can write sine cos. We did this in trigonometry also. Remember it, always remember all previous chapters, especially in trigonometry, we have a lot of applications. Sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1, sine 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0. Here, sine this is 0, this is minus 1, this is minus 1, 0. You learned it in trigonometry. Now here, see this one. It's very easy to remember. Along we discussed it. Along x-axis, sine remains as 0 always. Along x-axis, sine is 0. You can see everywhere sine is 0. Cos will be positive right side, negative left side, because this is positive x-axis, negative x-axis. So positive or negative. Similarly, along y-axis, cos is 0 everywhere. And naturally, positive y, positive up, negative down. So along x-axis, sine is 0 everywhere. Along y-axis, cos is 0 everywhere. 1 minus 1, 1 up, 1 down. It's easy to remember. And see that if one of sine or cos, if one of the sine or cos, if it is 1 plus or minus 1 or 0, if one of sine or cos is 0, definitely this angle lies on the axis, not in the quadrant. It is not between this. It is not in quadrant, it lies on the axis. So here you can see y is 0. If one of x or y is 0, or if cos theta or sin theta is 0. Now sin theta is 0, cos theta is minus 1. Where is it? Sin theta 0, sin theta 0 means we can make it out. X-axis, cos theta 1, so it is 5. So write sin theta 0, cos theta minus 1 implies theta is 5. Theta is 5. So we got theta means the principal value only here. Here in this case, we don't have to find the angle in quadrant 1 because it is not coming in quadrant 1. It is coming on the axis. So we have R, we found a 3 and argument Z is 5. Then our question, what was it? Minus 3 can be written as R into cos theta plus I sin theta will become Minus 3 is r is 3 into cos pi plus I sin pi. This is the polar form. See, right hand side, if you are simplifying it, we will get left hand side as the answer. Because cos pi is minus 1. Cos pi is minus 1. So 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. Sin pi is 0. 3 into 0 is 0. So minus 3 plus 0. That is what you wrote, minus 3 plus 0 by. This is the polar form. So remember it, whenever you get questions to find polar form, if usually in complex numbers we have two parts, real part and imaginary part, x plus iy. If one of this part is 0, either real part or imaginary part, if one of the part is 0, definitely remember it, our argument will be on one of the axes. It can be on x-axis or y-axis. It will never be in quadrant. So if only one term is given, because here only minus 3 is given, that means only real part. We don't have imaginary part. At once make it out. Our angle, we don't have to find alpha, beta, and nothing. Directly, it will be on one of the axes. Now come to the last one. Again, 7th one, try it as a homework. 8th one will do. 8th one. Start doing it. Question number 8. It is I. So x plus I means here real part is 0. So 0 plus I. 0 plus I. X is 0. Y is 1. Y is number. So this is 0 square plus 1 square. 1. R is 1. Now you can use x is equal to cos theta is x by r. You can use no problem. X by r means 0. Sin theta y by r. Y by r is 1 by 1. 1. Cos theta is x by r. Sin theta is y by r. So cos theta 0. Sin theta 1. Cos theta 0. Identify sin theta 1 and cos theta 0. Where is it? Sin 1 cos 0 means it is like pi by 2. So theta is pi by 2. R is 1, pi by 2. Or question I is equal to 1. Cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. That's it. Cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 means cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. Sin 90 is 1. So 0 plus I into 1. 0 plus I is 0 plus I. That is 9. This is the polar form, and polar form, I hope you got the idea, and I know that few among you don't have the idea of any of the things because you didn't revise trigonometry. Such people keep on revising things. If you don't keep on revising things, especially trigonometry, you will forget it very soon. And all this trigonometry, whatever we learned this year, everything we need next year. Everything we need next year. Next year, nearly 40, nearly 50%. 50% of your portion is application of trigonometry only. So trigonometry is very important. Do remember all formulas and identities. Now we come to quadratic equations. Quadratic equations you learned last year, solving quadratic equation by two methods, by factorization and by quadratic formula. And by quadratic formula, we learned a term called discriminant. Discriminant means which discriminates the nature of roots. If discriminant is less than 0, we learn no real roots. No real roots means there are roots which are not real. They are called imaginary roots. They are complex numbers. So this year, we will learn how to solve all types of quadratic equations. Write this. For quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c is 0. For quadratic equation, ax squared plus, it is not the new chapter. This is not the new chapter, it's continuation of it. The last exercise. Last exercise, I will show you one or two questions only because quadratic equations you learned last year. It's very easy. Again, those who don't know how to solve quadratic equation, learn it. Check your last year's notebook, learn it. Again, if you didn't get the idea, check with your friends. Again, if you didn't get the idea, call me after. One of you. Now, I remember you. No problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. We can manage. Yes. Now, so this is the next topic. Same chapter, the next exercise. For quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If d is greater than or equal to 0, we have real roots, and d less than 0, no real roots. Actually, you learned this last year. Just revising, like this. No real roots. That is, if d is less than 0, the roots are imaginary. The roots are imaginary. See, last year, while solving quadratic equation, if d becomes less than 0, then the formula is x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus root d. We will find square root of discriminant. If d is negative, square root of minus 4. Last year you learned you cannot find it. Or square root of minus 8. This year we can find it. It's very easy. Minus 4 means root of 4 into minus 1. And root of 4 is 2. This is I. Root of minus 1 is I. So this one. Root of 8 is 2 root 2. Root of minus 1 is I. So it is nothing. It is nothing. If you are getting root 25, you know the answer is 5. It is plus or minus root 25 plus or minus 5. Whereas if it is plus or minus 25, what you do? Write plus or minus 5 along with one I. That's all. If you are getting a negative number on the right-hand side to find square root of a negative number, root of minus 1 is I. So write the square root along with an I. That's all. That is the square root of negative number. Right? So solving questions, it's very easy. I'll show you a few questions. Question number 1, 5.3. Exercise 5.3, question number 1. Question number 1 is x squared plus 3 is equal to 0. If x squared plus 3 is 0, you know how to solve it. X squared is equal to minus 3. X is equal to plus or minus root of minus 3. X is equal to plus or minus. Again, root of minus 3, how do we write? Root 3, that positive number, along with I. That's all. Plus or minus root 3I. Finding square root of a negative number means find the square root and put one I along with it. That's all. That is square root of a negative. Now we will do question number 3. Question number 3. It is x square plus 3x plus 9 is equal to 0. X square plus 3x plus 9 is 0. You read last year quadratic equation x. So here, what is A, B, and C? These things, this is too childish. You learned in class 10, but still writing it. Now, in class 11, being senior secondary students, don't waste time in writing A, B, C, D, nothing. Do it in your mind, but still. A, coefficient of x square, 1. B, coefficient of x, 3. C, constant. Make sure that this is given in order. A, x square plus B, x plus C. First, x square time, constant. Then you will find D for discriminant, which is B square minus 4AC. That is 3 square minus 4 into 1 into 9. 9 minus 36. That is minus 27. See, we got negative. Now the formula is x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus root a by 2a. The quadratic formula. Quadratic formula is minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. Minus b is 3 plus or minus root of minus 27. 2 into a is 1. Minus 3 plus or minus root 27. See, 27 finding root 3, 9, 3, 3. So from these to this, so this is 3 root 3. Forget about negative sign. Root 27 is 3 root 3. So 3 root 3. Again for that minus sign, 1 I will come here. Whenever negative sign is there, write I outside. By 2. That's all. That's the answer. Minus 3 plus or minus 3 root 3 I by 2. Now we will do question number 8. Question number 8. Same thing. So remaining questions. Yes, we cannot further. One of you asked, can we leave like this? We cannot further simplify. This one is the simplified form. That's all. We can leave it as it is. And this question, you will not get this in any of the examinations. I have never seen this question in your examination. Reason: quadratic equation is the topic which you learned last year. This year, complex numbers, we have many things: conjugate, inverse, polar form, right? Many things are there to be asked. So, but it doesn't mean that it cannot be asked at all. It can be asked for 1 mark. Sometimes it can be asked for 1 mark. That's all. We can leave the answers. Question number 8. Root 3x square. Root 3x square minus root 2x plus 3 root 3 is equal to 0. A, B, C, then B is equal to B square minus 4. Find what do we find it? A, B, C, right? A, B, C. Then find the A stand for the coefficient of x square. It is root 3. B, coefficient of x is minus root 2. Minus root 2. Then C. What is C here? C is 3 root 3. Now, discriminant is B square minus root 2 square minus 4 into root 3 into 3 root 3. Minus root 2 square. Negative and positive. Root 2 is 2. Minus 4 into 3 is 12. 4 3s are, yes, Abdul Kader, you are right. 4 3s are 12. Root 3 into 3 is 3. So 12 3s are 36. So it is minus 34. That will be negative. Minus 34. Yes. Ayub Akhtar, you are also right. Minus 38. So yes, this is last class of trigonometry, or this is not trigonometry, ma'am. This is complex numbers. Now we have to miscellaneous. After we have miscellaneous. We will start miscellaneous today. We will continue next week. Yes. So we got minus 34. Now solution. The formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus 40 by 2a. It becomes minus b. b is minus root 2. Minus b is root 2 plus or minus root of t is minus 34 by 2 into a is root 3. This is root 2 plus or minus again 34. 34, even if you are factorizing, we cannot take. So root 34 remains as it is. What the difference is? Root 34 as it is. For this minus 1, I will come extra. In all questions, do remember it. Whenever negative of a number is asked for finding square root, that square root, in addition to that, put one I. That's all. Divided by 2 times root 3. That's all. That's the answer. You just this. Point 3. Remaining questions in 5.3. One of you, I don't know whether somebody has gone again. Maybe his net issue. He came and went. So the remaining questions in 5.3, solving quadratic equations. It is exactly same as what you did class 10 last year. The only difference is for discriminant, you'll be getting a negative number. So finding square root of a negative number, as usual, write square root along with one I. That's all. Along with that I. Here, root of 34 we cannot find. Root of is I. So root of 34 remains as root 34. Then for minus I, 1. So remaining questions in 5.3, do it as a homework. It's very easy. Now coming to miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, the first question we will do, then we'll stop. Miscellaneous exercise. Evaluate. The first question, we will do the first one at the top. So remaining questions, you have weekend. Tomorrow and day after, you are getting 2 days holidays. All of them 2-3 questions I gave homework. Similarly, quadratic equation, remaining questions also try it homework. It's very easy. If you're not getting the answer, do let me know and send me the answer solution. Then I will check it and tell you where you went wrong. I will not do it. I will tell you where you went wrong. Now, evaluate. I raised to 18. The question is to evaluate. I raised to 18 plus 1 by I raised to 25. The whole cube. Here, based on the first exercise, we learn how to evaluate higher powers of I. So find that I raised to 18. I raised to 18, we write it as I square, the whole raised to 9. Or even powers of I, we write it as I square, the whole raised to something. Whereas odd powers, we write I into an even power. That was the first exercise. So here, I square is minus 1, the whole raised to 9, that is minus 1. Negative number raised to odd power is minus. Now, 1 by I raised to 25 is same as 1 by I raised to 25. 1 by I, the whole raised to 25 same as, because 1 raised to 25. Again, for odd number, what is over there? 1 by, we write I into I raised to 24. That is 1 by I. Now, even power, we know how to evaluate. See, even power, always we write I square the whole raised to something. If it is odd power, we will take one I separately, remaining even. And even power, we know how to evaluate. So I into I raised to 24, we can write as I square the whole raised to 12. That is 1 by I into minus 1 the whole raised to 12. Again, minus 1 raised to even number is 1 only. So 1 by I. Again, evaluating I, we learned it. We never keep I in denominator. We never keep I in denominator. So what to do? We multiply it with I and I. So this will be I by I square, I by minus 1. I square is back if I square is minus 1. So we got 1 by I raised to 25 as minus I. I by minus 1 means minus I. See that we evaluated I raised to 18 and 1 by I raised to 25 separately. That's all. Now we will substitute this value in the given expression. Our given expression is I raised to 18, 1 by I raised to 25, the whole raised to 3. This will be I raised to 18, we found with minus 1, and this is minus I the whole cube. With a star somewhere. See, minus A minus B, the whole square is same as A plus B the whole square. Whereas minus A minus B the whole cube will be minus 1 into A plus B the whole cube. Minus A minus B the whole square is same as A plus B the whole square. Whereas minus A minus B the whole cube will be minus 1. Why is it so? Here there is no minus 1 became positive. Here, why does minus 1 comes out? Yes, always you are right. Because here, actually we are taking minus 1 common out, common factor. It is common factor. But when this minus 1 is taken out, it becomes minus 1 square. If minus 1 square, square of a ratio remains as positive. So it became positive. Whereas here if you are taking minus 1 out, that minus 1 will be minus 1 cube. And minus 1, if you are multiplying 3 times, it is minus 1. That is minus 1. So here it is plus. So for all even powers, it is same. Whereas for odd powers, negative. That means minus 1 the whole cube can be written as minus 1 into 1 plus I the whole cube. This is minus 1 into. Now A plus B the whole cube. A plus B the whole cube is A cube plus 3 A square B plus 3 A B square plus B cube. Minus 1 into 1 cube is 1. 3 into 1 square is plus 3 I square. I square is minus 1. I cube is I square into I minus I. Remember the first 4 powers of I. Then I square means minus 1. I cube is minus I raised to 4. I raised to 4 is 1. Again I raised to 5. Yesterday we have seen that. So I square is minus 1. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. I cube is minus I. So this is minus of 1 minus 3 is minus 2. 3i minus I is plus 2i. Opening bracket minus 2 minus 2i. That's it. Again, this question can also be asked for 2 marks. So, or it may not be the same question. Similarly, any question with any power of I can be asked. The idea is to evaluate power of I, we write as even power. Even powers can be found easily, I square, the power ratio something. If it is odd power, keep one I separate, then remaining will be even. And even power, again write I square ratio something. That's it. So we'll continue next class. So any doubts regarding today's class? So we can do those homeworks sincerely, right? So we'll meet in next class. Bye.